we ended up in Blaenau Gwent, Wales's Brexit heartland, to round up some unruly sheep. There's probably a metaphor for Brexit in here somewhere.
Europe have given farmers, particularly in the hills of Wales, stability and security.
Lay down, Grace.
William Jenkins has farmed sheep and cows here his whole life. His family has worked this land since 1911.
We had a market for our animals, and that's why I'm a little bit afraid now what's going to happen is we're going to lose the market that we have fought for over the years through Europe and producing a product which they want in Europe. And I'm a bit concerned that we might lose our security. I am disappointed we're coming out, but we are where we are, and we've got to make the best of a bad job. If we leave Europe without any sort of deal in one respect, we could be in serious trouble. Our farming, particularly in the hills of Wales, is immense.
William made a passionate case, and it's one echoed by many Remainers across the UK. But polls still suggest that millions of people, even today, still disagree.
All the best to you. Safe journey home.
Yeah. To find out why, we needed to go to Boston, the English town that gave its name to the city in Massachusetts. It's also the Brexit capital of the UK. Nearly 80% of people voted out. We wanted to know, given the political stalemate, if anyone had changed their mind. If there were another referendum, would either of you guys change your minds in terms of your vote?
If the arguments could convince me to change my mind, then I would vote the opposite way. I thought it was a straight yes or no, and obviously it's turned out not to be the case. So I think if another referendum was to happen, there would have to be a lot more public awareness to make people absolutely aware of what they were voting for and what the consequences would be.
Alan and Jenny, who lived in Boston their entire lives, wouldn't tell us which way they voted, but they gave us some insight into why so many people in their hometown voted to leave.
If you went into town and that, occasionally you would have a problem hearing, sort of a local person.
To have such a big influx of non-UK nationals coming into a relatively stable population in a fairly short period of time just upset the balance.
Boston saw a huge spike in immigration in 2004 when 10 new nations joined the European Union. Because of free movement, people from places like Latvia, Estonia and Poland were allowed to move and settle in the UK. There's so much uncertainty at the moment. Are you worried at all about what the next few months or years might bring for you and your life in Boston?
No, I can't really worry about that. What will be, will be. Whatever is decided or what happens will happen anyway.
Next, it was time to travel to a land that wants to remain, Scotland.